Way back in the 1960s, as America was waking up to the world of international sports car racing, an ex-driving champion and chicken rancher in bib overalls rolled a high-ticket deal with the Ford Motor Company to build some of the most brazenly powerful race cars and road cars ever conceived. Carroll Shelby and his Cobras and Shelby Mustangs took on all comers and whipped them good, including Ferrari, for the 1965 World Manufacturers title. Those original Shelby American cars went out of production in 1969, but the mystique and fascination with these awesome classics have been kept alive by the Shelby American Automobile Club, or SAAC. And each year, at a suitable location, SAAC holds its national convention, and its most recent, here at Lime Rock Park in Connecticut, brought together hundreds of fabulous race cars and muscle cars that bear the mark of the snake.
You'll see everything from multi-million-dollar Daytona Coupe Cobras to GT40s to Shelby race models to racing Cobras to Shelby street cars, Panteras, Tigers, and assorted high-performance Ford products.
Over the years, the convention and the enthusiasm for Shelby cars have spiraled ever upward.
The first one started with a car show and factory reunion in Oakland, California in 1975, and we had, I would say, maybe 300 or 400 people in attendance. Today we have a membership of 6,000 plus, which makes us one of the largest single mark clubs in the country.
As with every Shelby convention, there's plenty of open track time. It's quite a tribute to the cars and the men who race them to see these gemstones from racing history ravaging yet another racetrack, some 30 years since they were built.
People that have had these cars for any length of time now are starting to feel guilty about putting them in the garage and not taking them out and using them. It's kind of like owning a Kentucky Derby winner, putting them in a small stall and never letting them out of the pen to run in the fields. I think that people are realizing that we're all getting older. We're not going to live forever. There's no sense in taking care of this car just to make the next owner happy. You know, I might as well use it and get some pleasure out of it. And they find out that that's where the real pleasure is in driving the car and the sensations that come up from the steering wheel and from their feet and the smell of the race gas and the burning rubber. I mean, that's all part of the ticket.
Through the efforts of the club, all the parts are available to restore or to repair a car. Our members know that. So it's all right to go out on the track, and if you bend something, it can be fixed. And I was saying it would just like be looking at a great steak dinner. It's not good unless you bite into it and enjoy it, and these cars aren't great unless you get in and drive them.
Another aspect of the Shelby convention that can throttle up the heart rate of any Shelby disciple is the car show and concours, in which phenomenal restorations on Shelby automobiles of every year and model earn a table full of awards for the deserving owners. The devotion that's lavished upon these true racing thoroughbreds has led to a sharp appreciation curve in the collector car marketplace, something that blindsided everyone, including Pete Brock, the brilliant designer who conceived everything from the Shelby logo to the 1964 Cobra Daytona Coupe, which locked up the World Championship in 1965.
Nobody saw that at all. It was an enthusiast automobile. I think that there were people who were enthusiastic about automobiles, and in that day a different type of automobile. And those cars are still great cars. I think you look at pre-war Alphas or post-war Alphas and Ferraris, Bugattis, you know, some of the great classic sports cars. There are people there that revere those cars today as much as ever. It's 2 or 3 generations past. I think we're seeing the same thing in the Shelby cars. They're all becoming classics because of the people that care about them.
I think the Shelby cars are special because of the heritage of the original Cobra, and it built on that. And they didn't shrink away. They didn't stop and cut and run after they built one good car. What they did is they continued to build on that. And Shelby was involved with the 289 Cobra. Then he came out with the 427, which was bigger, better, and badder. Then they did the GT350 Mustangs, and Ford had already come out with the Mustang. Shelby's version was bigger and badder, faster and handled better. And then Shelby continued with the big block Mustangs, the GT500s. He got involved with the Ford GT40s. It just seemed like he was on a merry-go-round that was never going to end, and it got better and better every year.
And over 30 years later, it's still the fastest merry-go-round the world has ever seen.